Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a snowy morning. I see snow for the first time, or maybe the second time, since I'm in the UK. Today I'm gonna finish the mini-series with the interviews, and we are gonna talk about how to negotiate or not negotiate your salary, how to research what salary you should get or ask for, and how to go through with the salary negotiation or salary discussion with a company during an interview. So if you're interested, stay with me. Intro. First of all, let's talk about your current salary. You are either a working person who already has a salary or a graduate who is looking for her first salary. If you are already working, you should know what is the rough salary range you can ask for and what are the minimum and maximums. And this can be negotiated or let's say pushed up by offering to the company something extra, something rare, and they need, like another language or another skill which not many people know. If you are a student who is looking for the first job, first salary, then I would recommend you to not to ask too much, but make your calculations and figure out how much money you need per month, not only to survive but a bit more, because if you ask too low, it's not going to change in the first 3 months or 6 months. It's going to change maybe the next year, and it's not going to change too big, only if you change companies, which maybe you don't want to do. So make a calculation how much money you need, like brand, groceries, and double that up, or just estimate how much money you need for your social life, and then ask for that money. What also want to show you is how to make a research, because if you are staying local, that's okay, you know how the salaries are. But if you decide to move abroad, for example, or to move to another city or to a remote location, you have to figure out what salaries are there, right? So what I do, and I moved already 3 times in my life, I'm living in the third country. I migrated from the east to the west in Europe. What I do usually, and I'm trying to do this at least as possible, because interviewing is really not my hobby, but what you can do, and I would recommend, is go to Glassdoor salary, like type that into Google, I'll show it to you, and choose a profession. But you have anything, like I would put accountant, and I would just, I don't know, let's make a first search to be in Bristol, UK. Okay, and that says that the average pay is 39,000. Be very vigilant here, because the average says it's 39,000, but check the graph and you will see that most of the people get around between 24 and 35,000, which is more realistic than the 39 or the 54k. Okay, let's go on and check for accountant for San Francisco, US. Sorry for my typing, it's a bit early in the morning. I'm lying, it's not. So they say the average is 64,000, but you can see on the graph that mostly it's around 47k. So it really depends on how much year experience you have, so on, so on. If you are a beginner, I would say that you will get around 47k. Okay, so keep that in mind and do your research. I'll put some links into the description, like Glassdoor, LinkedIn, Indeed, Total Jobs, CV Library, so on. Make sure you check them out and inform yourself before jump into any negotiations. Okay, so let's move on. In every video I gave you my personal experiences, opinions, or answers, what I would do in that situation, and I want to keep this habit. So what I am doing usually I don't negotiate too much. My position, I mean my job or my career is quite exact. I'm a mechanical engineer, and the salaries don't vary too much. They vary based on countries, locations, and maybe through industries. So what I do usually is that I check the job advertisement. And the job advertisement, there are two types of advertisement. One, they say, this is the range, this is what we can do from this and this, like from 40 to 50k per year, and you can see if your requirement is in the range somewhere or if you want much more. The other is when they offer competitive salary. Competitive salary can mean two things. One is they want to pay as little as possible. The other is that they truly are offering competitive salary and they want to find the best person, and they are open to pay more if they find somebody who they want to work with, who they are looking for. So I strongly advise to discuss the salary. If it's a competitive salary advertisement, I strongly advise you to discuss the salary matter before getting into the interview phase, before everything, because if you think that they are willing to pay as much as you want and they don't, then maybe you go through 2 or 3 series of interviews, and in the in the final step you just find out that they are offering like half of what you would want. So if they don't advertise the salary range, just ask them, what is your salary range? Or maybe just very politely ask them, what is this competitive salary they are thinking of? Okay, but don't start with the salary. It's not. Let's just sacrifice one interview. Okay, well, the first interview you should go through without asking them for the salary. But if they want the second and third, then of course you are allowed to ask them what is the salary range they are thinking of. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay, so it looks like we got to the end of the mini-series. I'm really glad, and I thank you for watching the mini-series, and I hope that I could help with some of your questions. If you have other questions which you didn't get an answer to in the videos, just write it in the comments and I will try to get back to you as I can. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video, which will be not about work. See you around.